Hello everyone, welcome to Tigger Life. Today we're going to be talking about maintaining a Jaguar I-Pace. What I've done is I've put together all of the costs for you, so if you haven't done it, don't worry, I've done all of the hard work for you. If you enjoy the video, make sure you hit the like button, and also if you've watched my other videos and you want to see even more, make sure to hit the subscribe button right now. Okay, I'm really sorry if I look really tired this morning. I got up at 3 o'clock to take my friend to the airport. Thought that was a good idea at the time. Starting to flag a little bit now. I've had a few coffees, so I think I'm just about holding in there. So, if you've watched my video on the Jaguar I-Pace, then the chances are you're potentially looking at a Jaguar I-Pace for your next vehicle. Now, if you've also watched one of my other videos with regards to the Land Rover Discovery, I've also done a maintenance costs on that. Now, a few of the things that I'm going to say in this video are actually the same, so apologies if I'm repeating myself. However, they are really important, hence repeating myself. So, if you're looking at a Jaguar I-Pace or anybody that's looking for a car, what do they always do? They look at how much is the car going to cost them. They look at how much is the road fund license going to cost them each year. And then they'll also look at how much the insurance is going to cost them each year. But rarely do they ever look at how much it's going to cost to properly maintain it. So, like I say, don't worry, I've done all of the hard work and the research for you. So let's have a look at it. Let's get right into it. Okay, so these prices that I've put together for you are taken from a local Jaguar retailer. The first service is going to cost you £347. Now, with the Jaguar I-Pace, the service schedules are once every 2 years or 21,000 miles, whichever comes first. The car will tell you when it's due. It will pop up on the dashboard. So the first service, £347. The second service, that's probably going to be due when unless you're doing high miles, that's probably going to be due after the vehicle is 3 years old. Now, what Jaguar retailers do, like most of the manufacturers out there, they operate a 3+ pricing system to attract vehicles that are older than 3 years old back into the retail network. So if you're under 3 years old, it would be £347, the same as a first service. However, if it's over 3 years old, that would come in at £293. The third service, if your vehicle's under 3 years old, which is unlikely, that's going to be £895. If the vehicle's over 3 years old, that's going to be £760. If you need to have your front brake pads replaced when the vehicle's under 3 years old, that's going to be £1,019. If it's over 3 years old, that's going to be £895. If you need to have your rear brake pads replaced and the vehicle is under 3 years old, that's going to be £923. And if the vehicle is over 3 years old, that's going to be £806. Now, when you're having your brake pads replaced, if it also needs discs, so front brake pads and discs, and the vehicle's under 3 years old, that's going to cost £1,336. And again, if it's over 3 years old, that's going to cost £1,182. Onto the rear, if it needs rear brake pads and discs, and the vehicle is under 3 years old, that would be £1,168. And if the vehicle is over 3 years old, that would be £1,029. Something that I said in the Land Rover Discovery maintenance cost video, I always recommend that you get your brake pads and your discs, and your servicing, of course, carried out at a local retailer, not at a fast fit or an independent centre. That's simply because they're all genuine parts. You get 2-year parts and labour warranty on everything that you have fitted, and you've just got peace of mind that you've got the specialists working on the vehicle. And I also liken it to, I don't know, a pair of shoes or a pair of jeans. If you buy proper good, genuine articles, they just fit right, they last longer, they feel nice. You buy cheaper stuff, it doesn't quite fit right, probably wears out quicker, and it's just not right. So personally, I always recommend using your local Jaguar and Land Rover retailer. And like I said in my other video, my grandparents always say, buy cheap, buy twice. Okay, so if you're going to have your tyres replaced, I've got a list of 2 different types of tyre sizes. So if you have Goodyear Eagle F1, 245 50 20 105V, they'll cost £299 at a local Jaguar retailer. If you were to use a fast fit centre, that would be £249. If you had Pirelli P0 255 40 22 103V, at a local Jaguar retailer, that would be £382, or if you used a fast fit centre, that would be £323. Now, I can't stress this point enough, and again, I said it in the Discovery maintenance cost video. Go for the proper OEM tyres. You've spent 20,000 miles, maybe 40,000 miles, getting used to that beautiful drive on the OEM tyres. It's nice and quiet, it's smooth, you're getting really good economy off your electric with an I-Pace. And you think that you're doing yourself a favour by buying cheaper tyres. You've saved yourself 50, 75, maybe even £100 per corner on your tyres. And you drive off the forecourt on your cheaper tyres, and it's louder, it's noisier, it's rough. It doesn't handle the same, and absolutely wave goodbye to 20% of your electric economy. I am talking from experience here, not with the I-Pace, but with an older vehicle many years ago. I bought some cheap tyres or non-OEM tyres, and they were rubbish. I regretted it. So in fact, the tyres weren't even worn out. They'd only got down to around 4mm, and I went back and I got some proper OEM tyres. So I cost myself a fortune by trying to save myself some money. It was just ridiculous. The prices that I was giving you for the tyres, that is per tyre, obviously, not for a full set of tyres. There's no way that you'd get a full set of tyres for $299. Well, you might do, but they wouldn't be OEM. One of the other points I was making on my previous maintenance cost video is with regards to extended warranty. If you're keeping your vehicle and it's going to be outside of the 3-year manufacturer's warranty, honestly, extended warranty, it's just worth its weight in gold. I don't know the exact figures, but they're not too much over £1,000 for a proper Jaguar extended warranty, and it's worth its weight in gold. You could have one major failure and that will just pay for itself tenfold. Now, I've driven the I-Pace, well, my wife's driven the I-Pace because it's Mrs. Tigger's daily car. She's had that for almost 3 years now, not had any problems at all. I know sometimes JLR do get a bad rap for their product quality, but we've had loads of them and we've had no issues. We absolutely love them, and we just keep going back for more because they're just fantastic, beautiful cars. So yeah, get yourself an extended warranty because it's just a no-brainer for me. You get it with roadside assistance as well. So that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you found the Jaguar I-Pace maintenance costs useful. It's probably saved you probably about an hour of researching it yourself. So that leaves me with one thing to say as always: be good to one another and love life. Always be good to animals, and enjoy the rest of your day.